Hello again and welcome to another video review. I'm Rodney Reynolds from 3dgamingman.com, and today I am looking at two Func products. One of them is a mouse pad and the other a gaming mouse. Now these are revision 2 or squared products. This is the MS-3² and this is the Surface 1030 squared. Now let's first have a look at the mouse. The box itself looks very clean with pictures, features and specifications about it on the box. It opens at the front. More information here on the left, a window, and you can actually get your hand in here to get a feel for the mouse. This is important because if you are picking this up in store, and I would recommend if you're buying a mouse, do it in store because you can try them on for size. You know, maybe you've done all the research and figured out, yes, this seems to be the mouse for me, but it mightn't fit you. So that's why it's really ideal to pick it up in store. Now, sometimes these mouse products are very difficult to unpack. They take like 5 minutes. That's not the case here. You just simply slide it out. The mouse is sandwiched between two pieces of plastic. You've got this cardboard in the center. You gotta pull the cable up through this, and you have your mouse. You're ready to go ahead and do whatever you need to do with it, like game. They also include documentation, the product manual, and a little troubleshooting pamphlet here. So what are the new features with this MS-3² or revision 2 mouse? Well, they include 10 million cycle OMRON switches, apparently an improved cable, better Windows 8 support, a firmware updater, extended macros, and an improved scroll wheel. As soon as you get this, connect it in and install the latest firmware and the software just to make sure the mouse is functioning properly. Now let's first get these specifications out of the way. As I mentioned, it comes with OMRON switches. They are good up to 10 million cycles. A very long life, and that's great when you're dealing with a product like this. You want your keyboards and your mice to have really good switches on them. Now, the processor and the sensor, this mightn't mean a lot to some of you, but others it will. The MCU processor is the WT6573, and the sensor is an ADNS 9500. It comes with 512 kilobytes of onboard memory. That's important for macros. The resolution is anywhere from 90 to 5,670 DPI. The frames per second is 12,000. The tracking speed is 5.1 meters per second or 150 IPS. The maximum acceleration is 50 Gs. The image processing is 10.6 megapixels per second. The report rate is adjustable up to 1000 Hertz. The lift-off distance also adjustable, and as I mentioned, you can update the firmware on this. It comes with a beautiful braided cable kind of carrying their logo color theme onto that cable, and a gold-plated USB end. And this quality braided cable is 2 meters long, so that should certainly give you enough distance to connect it into your computer system, which is probably going to be either on the floor or on your desk. There's nothing worse than getting a product with a short cable. Also, the connectors into the mouse and into the plug are of high quality. You don't have to worry about the cable being ripped out of either. Now, the overall fit and finish and build quality on this mouse is just exceptional. If you're really fussy about clean lines and no imperfections, this mouse will definitely please you in that respect. As well, I think the styling is top notch. It has this kind of claw design on the right side. Your fingers fit into these grooves. It comes with 10 buttons. There are 4 on the left side, which is excellent because you've got easy access to them with your thumb. At the top, you've got the standard left and right click buttons, and have a listen to the clicking noise. Not too loud, pretty much on par with other quality mice that are on the market. A scroll wheel, which is rubberized and also glows. This doubles as a button as well. Also have a listen to the clicking noise. And the default assignment for the buttons on the left include a mute button. This is backward, forward, and they have an instant aim button. And at the top you have the standard left click, right click, and scroll wheel buttons, but these are DPI buttons. This is to increase the DPI, and this one is to decrease the DPI. As well, you've got a profile switch button. At the bottom, they include 4 very slippery Teflon feet. These will slide over any decent mouse surface very easily. That great 5670 DPI sensor, as well as the serial number. If you're looking for a drop-dead gorgeous polished 10-button gaming mouse that has an amazing sensor and fantastic switches that will last just about forever, this just might be it. However, it is a little bit on the large side. If you have large hands, you will be super comfortable with this mouse. However, if you have small to medium-sized hands, I think it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. So the big question here is, how does it perform in day-to-day tasks and in gaming? Well, I have to tell you, I'm very impressed with the tracking on this mouse. No matter if I was just browsing the web, going from screen to screen, because I have a 3-display setup. So usually my DPI is a little bit higher than probably somebody else, because I want that mouse cursor to fly across the screen as quick as possible. Also in gaming, this mouse was just exceptional, extremely responsive. I don't think any gamer would be at all disappointed, and remember, the software, you can customize everything to your liking. Now let's have a closer look at the software, paying attention to the top part. It will show you the software version and the firmware version. Make sure it is the latest. You can visit func.net to update those. Now you've got 3 different profiles that you can have. You can back up the profile, restore the profile. There's also a macro editor. As well, you can update the firmware and visit their website at func.net. But let's go back to basic settings. You've got 3 different DPI settings that you can have, and you can change those as you like. Just slide this up and down, again from 90 all the way up to 5670. You've got an instant aim here. You can separate the X and Y if you want to. You can change the pointer sensitivity, double click speed, lift off distance, scroll speed. Some extras down here which include angle snapping, pointer acceleration. Oh, and here in scroll speed you've got the option for scrolling by page if you want to. The polling rate you can adjust from 125 all the way up to 1000 Hertz. Button assignments, well, it shows you all the different buttons, and you can assign pretty much what you want to each button. And this is pretty neat. Within color settings, you can change the color of the scroll wheel. You can enable or disable that, so you can have it off if you want to. You can have it pulsate. Colors, I mean pretty much any color that you want. You can adjust the saturation as well as the brightness. Now the button that is on the left side, the instant aim button, also you can change the color of that one. Same really as the options for the scroll wheel. With the mouse connected, have a look at the scroll wheel and the instant aim button. Again, you can adjust the color on this. You can have it pulsate. What I'll do now is I will turn them both off using the software. I just applied the settings. It will take a few seconds and then it will make the change. There they are off. Let's turn them both on and let's pulsate them and change them to, let me see, I'll do the top one blue and I'll change the side one to red. And apply. And it will make the changes. There you go. The top is blue and the side is red. Now you might notice that there is 3 LEDs here. Those you cannot change the color on, and these will vary depending upon where you have the DPI. So for example, well, you see that? I'm going all the way down. There's only 1, If I go all the way up, it will increasing. There's 3 in total. So this mouse has a lot going for it, including the warranty. It comes with a 2-year warranty, but if you register the product, they'll give you another one for a total of 3 years. That's quite incredible for a mouse. A lot of them come with just 1 year. Overall, this is a 100% kick-ass product. Next, let's have a look at the Func Surface 1030² Gaming Mousepad. Now, this is the extra large version, but they also have a large version. Both of them are pretty substantial. You can see that the styling is quite nice, very clean, and a picture on the back, plus features and specifications. Now, the box has this plastic wrap on it, so let me remove that and let's see what's inside. If beautiful packaging is your thing, you will love this box. They have a little place right here to open it. This is where your thumb goes, and you just pull it up like so. They've got this styrofoam at the top. Here you've got this pull tab, so you can easily take the product out. Attention to detail on this is just exceptional. Now the extra large version, which is this one, measures in at 36 by 28 centimeters and weighs 502 grams, but the large version measures in at 33 by 26 centimeters and weighs in at 422 grams. At the bottom right hand corner of this polycarbonate 4mm top, because this mousepad actually comes in 2 different pieces, and I'll show you that in just a minute, is their logo as well as the product name. So there's this polycarbonate top, which by the way has 2 different surfaces. This one is rough for day-to-day use. If you flip it over though, this side is super smooth, intended for gaming. Now if I take this out, you'll see that the base is rubber. At the back, and actually this is the rubber bottom part, they have 8 very sticky rubber feet, a couple of holes in the adjacent corners. This is for popping out the top part of the pad, and their logo in the middle. Now this is brilliant. They include an integrated cord clip. You can either position it on the top left or the top right of the mouse pad, and here's how it works. You simply put the cord into it like so, slide it where you want it, and now, well, the cord will no longer get away from you. Now this is a premium mouse pad, and you're really going to pay a premium price for it. That's the only downside to this mouse pad. Remember, you don't have to get this super large XL version. You can get the large version if you want to. Sure, you can buy a cloth pad for maybe $5 and be happy with it, but if you are looking for a super top quality mouse pad for anything that you are doing, it doesn't just have to be for gaming. It could be used for average, everyday uses. It would be exceptional. Remember that you can flip it. It will stick to just about any surface you put it on. And as well, that super cool integrated cord clip is a godsend. Overall, this is a 100% kick-ass product. Until next time, take care.